Hi and welcome back to another video with us here at Footy Index Scout. There are a number of big name Premier League stars who will have an uncertain summer ahead of them. One of the standout names is Manchester United and England superstar Wayne Rooney. In Football Index terms, Rooney is someone who has always been around the top priced players and has been a consistent buzz winner. Indeed, with 48 buzz wins to his name, he sits comfortably in third place. This is 1 and 2 wins behind United teammates Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba respectively. It's safe to say that this season has been something of a disaster for Rooney. Despite breaking the United all-time goal-scoring record in February, injuries and poor form have seen his appearances severely restricted. Playing a part in just 19 league games this season and notching a miserly 2 goals in them pales in comparison to his previous feats. Indeed, 5 goals in 31 combined league and cup games is his worst return since his first ever professional season with Everton back in 2002-03 season. With recent news out, despite being fit, Rooney would not be in the squad to face Anderlecht, it appears the writing is on the wall to bring an end to his Old Trafford career. So the question that begs to be answered is, where will this leave Rooney on the Football Index? Let's take a look at some of the potential outcomes and how they may affect his price and standing on the index. The first scenario is one that appeared very close to coming to fruition in February, with a move to China. It's no secret that Rooney's agent Paul Stretford spent time in China just days before the Chinese Super League transfer window closed, so it's safe to assume that there is at least interest on Rooney's side for a move to take place in the summer. For Rooney himself, there is the obvious financial gain for moving to a league where former Premier League players such as Pella and Oscar are already raking in fortunes. It would also offer a fairly steady retirement, as the standard of football is naturally less demanding than in England. That said, a move to China is not without considerate downsides. The language barrier would be huge, plus would his family be willing to move with him, or would he have to live alone for a year or two? Aside from the effects on Rooney himself, let's talk about the possible price fluctuation on the index should he move to China. History has shown that players leaving the Premier League has a catastrophic effect on their price to the point of actually being relegated. However, the one anomaly between them and Rooney is that he will become the first English player to join a CSL team. With someone so high in the media spotlight, there could be some curiosity in keeping tabs on his progress. That said, we think he would certainly drop down to around £1, even if there was a level of media interest that would soon die down and an even lower price would seem likely. Another option in a similar vein is a move to the MLS. Whilst not being anywhere near as lucrative financially, it would certainly offer a more safe personal move. He could surely relocate with his family, and as we have seen with several previous high profile English players, there is even the chance of a loan move back to England during the off-season. There is also a small level of media attention from the British outlets as they keep tabs on their performance with regards to potential national team call-ups. Rooney in the MLS will definitely be more attractive on the index than a move to China. Whilst he would unquestionably half in price at the very least, there will be some value in reinvesting once settled. A price of around £1.50 or so would perhaps be reasonable. It's also worth keeping in mind the aforementioned potential to be loaned back to a Premier League club during January. A loan move to Everton for a few months would certainly bring a lot of attention. This brings us on to our final scenario nicely, and one that would easily deliver the best results on the Football Index. A permanent transfer back to boyhood club Everton is not beyond the realms of possibility. Indeed, with Everton looking increasingly likely to be losing Romelu Lukaku, they will need to fill some pretty big boots. Rooney would be a crowd pleaser amongst Everton fans who will be understandably upset at losing Lukaku. Everton should also easily be able to afford both transfer fee and wages, especially as Rooney would likely compromise his demands to make the move. Wayne Rooney at Everton would deliver several positives for his place on the Football Index. For starters, there will be lots of media attention over him making the move, which should equal plenty of buzz wins. Secondly, as a media golden boy, continuing to play in England will keep him in the spotlight, maybe even more so than his last season at United due to actually playing in every game once again. If Rooney could rediscover goal-scoring form at Goodison Park, we think he would be a shoo-in for a number of buzz wins. Finally, playing in the Premier League will be most beneficial to his England career. It's undeniable that his place in the national team is under threat, but if he were back playing consistently and scoring, it would be hard for Gareth Southgate to ignore him. Wayne Rooney at Everton would easily deliver the best returns on the Football Index. His price would almost certainly still fall, but still remain fairly high. A price of around £3 would seem perfectly within reason, and who knows, with a return to form he could even maintain close to his current price point. Whatever happens to Rooney in the summer, the outcome will have a dramatically different effect on his price. He is one to definitely keep a close eye on, especially if you already own him at anywhere near his current price. But he will also be one of the most interesting players yet seen on the index as we discover what investors make of his next move. What do you think is the most likely outcome, and how do you think it will affect his price? Let us know with a comment below. As always, thanks again for watching our latest video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Remember to follow us on Twitter at FootyIndexScout. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. Finally, check out our website at footyindexscout.co.uk, where you'll find all our articles, a full history of buzz winners with numerous stats, polls and loads more useful information. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.